everybody, welcome back. I'm so glad that you are back. Today we're going to be talking all about new-ish palettes that are out there that I am really liking and some that I've been eyeing and I finally got. So let's make up. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about some palettes that I have really been loving. There's always so many releases, just things coming at us from drugstore, high-end, you know, just everywhere. And BoxyCharm, I get BoxyCharm, and I've decided, I don't know, my BoxyCharm videos don't get a lot of views, but I have been using the things that I get up in BoxyCharm, or I have been looking at the things that I get at BoxyCharm, and I've gotten really nice things, or really nice palettes. So let's get started. First of all, I want to talk about this palette. I'm not gonna go in any particular order. I'm just gonna go in the order that I have them up here. Maybe I'll put the BoxyCharm ones together. There, let's do that. And this one's together because they all belong to the same brand. All right, there we go. Okay, so this is the Maybelline Soda Pop palette, and this palette, it was a surprise for me actually. You know, they came out with the Lemonade Craze as well, and this palette really surprised me. The Lemonade Craze, I really wasn't crazy about it. It had like yellows and some reds, if I remember correctly. I can pop a picture up here. And that one just didn't call to me. And then I started watching some reviews that came out, and people didn't really like the Lemonade Craze. I haven't used a lot of Maybelline eyeshadows. Am I lying about that? No, I'm not lying about that. I haven't used a lot of Maybelline eyeshadows. And so I thought I'd try this one. First of all, it smells like raspberry. It's not overwhelming. I really like the smell of it. I don't know. I'm not into like makeup that, I don't go out and buy scented makeup. It's not something that is a must for me to buy makeup or anything. If it has a good scent and it is a good product, then it's a nice to have. But I'm not, oh, it's scented, I'm gonna go get it. Actually, some scents can be very overwhelming. But this one, this has a sweet raspberry smell. Okay, the colors. This orange right here is so pretty. It is pigmented, but not to the point of I am going to make a mistake and I'm not going to be able to fix it. I really think it's a good palette for beginners, because you can, let me just do a few swatches. That one is called Cola Float. This one is called Root Beer. It is a really nice brown, a lot, you know, it can be very neutral. And then they have this one called Cherry on Top. It's like a purple, it's not like a purple, it's a purple. And I think they did it really well. See, purples are hard to do, and I think they did it really well. And they do show up true to color. And I can pop a picture up here of me wearing this palette. Give me a second while I look for a wipe. Okay, I needed to wipe my fingers down so that I don't get it, you know, just crazy. Let me get my towel here. Okay, so they have then some of the shimmers. These are mattes, of course, and these are mattes. Let me look at some of the shimmers. This one is called Tonic. Is this one right here? Where is it? Right here, called Tonic. Very pretty. I don't know if this is going to, I'm not swatching very well. It's right there. I don't know if you can see it. It's a really pretty shimmery champagne. Very pretty on the lid. And then, you know, you have your matte, just beige shade to set your primer. This one, it looked like a glittery mess. When I first looked at it, I'm like, that's gonna be a glittery mess. It's called Soda Fizz, but it is such a pretty taupe. Look at that. Such a pretty taupe. I thought at best that was going to be an eyeshadow topper, but it's not. It's so pretty. So, and this, oh my gosh, that blueberry shade, where am I gonna swatch this? That blueberry shade, it's very pretty. It looks blue, like navy blue on the pan, but when you put it on the lid, it does look blue, but I don't know, it looks more, it can look blackish. So that's one, I like it on the lid. I really like it on the lid. I haven't used it on the outer corner. I've used it in my lower lash line. Okay, so, and then there's this one called Cherry Cola. It's a shimmery red. Very pretty. Look at that. Very pretty, just a very pretty palette. This palette, I wouldn't pay full price for it. I think I would just definitely use the Ulta 350 off that they have right now. And they also have it for $9.99 at Walmart. So I think this is a really good buy if you can get it on sale. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so I have these palettes from Rimmel. These are not really very new, but some of these are new to me and some are newer. Like this one, not this one, this one, the color one, has been around for a little bit, but this one was always sold out at my Walmart. I don't know why. And then this one, the one that is a total dupe for the Naked Heat. And Sabrina here on YouTube has a dupe video on this. If I find it, I will link it down in the description box. She has a dupe video and she did one eye with the Naked Heat and the other one with this one, and you cannot tell a difference. And then this one is the newer one that I got. Is the Jewel Rocks edition, and it's pretty. I like it. Okay, so let's go with this one, the color one. This is the one that I like the least, but I still really like this matte blue. It can be powdered. See how it's like very... However, it can blend away. Like if you start blending, it can blend away on you. So I don't know. It's okay if you pack it on. It's okay. But this one is the one that I like the least out of the three. You have this shimmery red, just like the one in the Soda Pop. Actually, let me swatch them. This is a Soda Pop right here, and this is the one from the Rimmel palette. They are, let me see, the one from the Rimmel palette is a little bit more coppery, and the one from the Soda Pop is a little bit more reddish. But they're the same. They're not the same, they're similar. I prefer the one in the Soda Pop. I think it has better consistency than the one in the Rimmel palette. So is it worth it? If you like these colors, like these two right here, they are very, very similar when you put them on the eyes, just very super similar. So this one, it's okay. I just, I don't know. It's okay. It's an okay palette. Okay, so moving on to the Jewel Rocks. I think this one is very, very beautiful. And for the fall, I mean, you cannot get more fall than this. This mustard color right here is very, very pretty. It's very pretty. This is very buildable, just really nice. And it's got this peach as well that you can combine with that mustard color. Just really, really pretty. And then it's got these greens, those two greens right there. Again, these palettes are $7.99. They're not going to be super pigmented. What am I doing? Here it is. They're not going to be super, super pigmented. They are buildable, and you can get really pretty looks out of it. But I do have another palette here that I think I would recommend, I would recommend it over this one. So you have, your gold colors right here, and you can do a really pretty eye look. That blue is very pretty, and it does show up on the lid very nicely. It shows up true to color. It's like a teal blue, and it shows up. So that one I really like. For $7.99, you can't ask for more, right? Okay, so the last one from the Rimmel bundle that I really like and that I would recommend is this one, the Spice Edition. This is the one that is the dupe for the Naked Heat. I would not pay $54 for the Naked Heat. I'm sorry, I just wouldn't. I think the colors are too similar to each other. Just like here, they are similar to each other. However, this one is $7.99. So if you want a really warm reddish look, this will do just fine. I think this cool tone purple right here is very pretty, and it goes on pigmented, and you can build it up. It's not like on your face, but you can build it up. I think the rest of the colors go really nicely together, just like in the Naked Heat. You have transition colors. You have transition. You're like, what is this? Like your terracotta one, and then your more reddish brown one. And then right here on this side of the palette, very neutral, you have a shimmery copper, and then you have a matte, sort of like baby baby poop baby poop brown, very pretty for the transition. And then you have, you know, those two that are shimmery and they show up. So if you want a do for the naked heat palette and you like those warm reddish tones, I think this one is well worth the $7.99. Okay, moving along, I have one from Makeup Revolution. They have these palettes called Reloaded, and they are $7. And now they have like, oh my gosh, I want to say maybe 8 or 9 different ones. This one is called Visionary. And I saw it online. I saw it at the Makeup Revolution site, the one from London, a lot. And it just didn't come, and it didn't come here. And I kept looking for it. And it finally came to Ulta. And I bought it. And I think I had bought the Neutrals 2. I had bought the Neutrals 2, and I returned it. I can pop a picture of that one right here. I returned that one because the colors just, they were repetitive, and so I was looking for a more purpley one. And then when the Nervina palette came out, it's pretty, but I looked at some reviews, I watched some reviews, and the shimmers were very crumbly. And it was just not a palette that I would use often. So to spend $42, the sultry one is $45. But to spend $42 on a palette that I would just use a couple of shades, and I also have the Soft Glam, I thought, no, I'm just not spending the money. But when this one came out, I thought, okay, that's close enough. And I was looking for more purples, and this palette is so pretty. Look, that looks just like one that is in the Norvina palette. I forget what it's called right now, but it's that periwinkle type of purple. It's just really reflective and it just catches the light. And then you have this one is a true, like, it's not a grape, but it's more like a lilac color. And again, very reflective. It looks very pretty on the eye. And then you have your transition. So you can definitely do a cool tone. If you go with this and then with this, you can do a cool tone neutral type of eye. Or you can go, you know, with this in your transition, and then this to deepen it up. And then you can go purple on the lid, and you have, you know, your white matte right here for the brow bone or the inner corner. I mean, you can do so much. And it is $7. I think this palette would be great for gifts like stocking stuffers. If you have, you know, girls in your life that are teenagers that are going away for college and they just need something to put in their bag, and it's not compact, but it's thinner, so it can fit into many places. Like, it's not something bulky that they're gonna carry around. These palettes are good. They have the Neutrals 3 that just came out. That one is darker colors, like darker greens and darker, I can pop a picture here because I can't remember all of it now, but I do remember that it has darker greens. They have one called Division, that is I want to say is the dupe for the Anastasia Subculture. And with all that, you know, problematic thing that happened with Subculture, I think Division is for $7. It's a good one that you can get. And you have the same effect. They have one also called Vitality, one called Fever. That one is more warm tone. I mean, they have so many of this Reloaded line, and I do think they are well worth actually more than the $7 that you pay for them, but they are $7. So very good palettes. Okay, so I am going to show you two that I got in BoxyCharms. I got this one, is called the Nightingale Pretty Vulgar. It's from the brand Pretty Vulgar, and it's called the Nightingale palette. And it looks like this, you know, when you open it. Oh, is it focusing? There it is. When you open it up, it does have a mirror, and it has all of these cool tones. Now, this palette I've used maybe 2, 3 times. I am not a cool tone girl. I'm not a cool tone girl. They don't look good on me. I can do a smoky eye, and I did a smoky eye with this blue. It's like a charcoal blue. Does that even exist? Did I just make up a color? I think I did. But that blue is really, really pretty. And these are a little bit difficult to blend, but they do blend out. This one just looks really bad on me. It's not the color, it's me. It just doesn't look good on me. It looks muddy, like I just put mud on my eyes. So not good. This one right here, I think is one of the best of the shimmers out of this whole palette. But I mean, if you are a smoky eye lover and you're a cool tone lover, I think this palette will be very, very good. This actually retails for, I want to say $32. I'm going to put it on the screen. And you can find it still at Sephora. This is a brand that Sephora carries. I do think that I am going to gift this palette. I've only used it like twice, 2 or 3 times. So I think I'm going to gift it. It's very pretty, but I wouldn't run out to get it. Okay. And then for my, what month is this? October. Oh my gosh. I know. Oh gosh. I can't believe we're in October already. Like, we are already thinking Christmas, right? Okay, this is the Pure Midnight Masquerade palette, and this came in the October BoxyCharm. This palette retails, I want to say, let me see right here. I have the little dealio that it comes with. Guys, if you don't know what BoxyCharm is a subscription box that is $21 a month, and you get 5 to 6 full-size products. And this month we got this palette, we got a lipstick, and then we got the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. Just wonderful. If you want to see like a try-on video, let me know. And then this month it came with a 10% off your next purchase of It Cosmetics coupon. So anyway, going back to the Masquerade palette, this palette retails for $38. And so there you have more than the cost of the whole box. The mascara alone, the It Cosmetics mascara alone, retails for $24. Oh my gosh, I keep scratching because my skin is so dry that it is itching. Okay, this is very pretty. I love the packaging. It's like that very masquerade. It's like a mask. Okay, so inside you get 4 face products, a mirror, and 6 eyeshadows. I've only used this color and I did a really pretty eye, but these eyeshadows are very, very pretty. This highlighter is so pretty. Let me see if I can do a little swatch here. Let me see, it doesn't look like much, but when you put it on your face, it's so, so pretty. And then the 3 blushes are not matte, but they're not glittery. So they have like a sheen to them and they look really pretty. This one is kind of scary for me, but if you use a light hand, it's very nice. And then the shadows, those 6 shadows are just pretty. The only bad thing about this palette, I don't know, is that it only has 1 matte and it's this brown, that chocolate brown. But I went with a really light hand and I was able to use it as a transition, and then I used a more heavy hand to the outer corner and I was able to use it in different ways. So the only 2 shadows I've used from this palette are these 2 shadows, but I created a really pretty look. I didn't want to use it very much because I do think that I'm also going to gift this one. So there's that. I think that one is a good buy. I think that this one, if you want to have somebody in your life that likes shimmers, that like bolder colors, that likes to have palettes that have eye products and face products, this is a good one. It's $38. It's on the pricier side. But yeah, I think it would be a good one if you have somebody in your life, or if you like it, if you like that type of thing. Okay, so I have 2 more, and I am going to, actually I have 3 more. Okay, so yesterday, I have been eyeing this palette for a long time, for a long, long time. I know it's been out for at least a couple of months, maybe 3 months. And it came to my Ulta, and when I looked at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so gorgeous. And it is the Morphe 35V. I do not have any Morphe shadows. I do. I have the Jaclyn Hill palette, the second release that she did. I have the Jaclyn Hill palette that I adore. So, looking at it, at the other Morphe palettes, I mean, after buying the Jaclyn Hill one, I just didn't see any added value because there are so many colors in the Jaclyn Hill palette that, I mean, that is all you will, I don't know. That palette, look, if you haven't seen it, look at that palette. Oh, my stars in heaven. You have every color under the sun that you may need, and it's really, really beautiful. Although this palette, I'm going to show you another palette that I really, really love as well. It has a lot of warm tones. Like this area has a lot of warm tones. And then the shimmers are really pretty. That taupe is very, very pretty. And then it has that pink that is also very pretty. So it has a lot of colors, but it has a lot of warm tones, and it's unique, but I have another palette that I think is even more unique than this one. Okay, so going back to the 35V, I was looking at it and I'm like, oh, I want it. It's $24, so you could use the coupon. So it is this one right here. Look at this palette. My stars in heaven. I used some points and I think I paid less than $15 for it. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. Right now, today, on my lower lash line and as the eyeliner, I have these two colors mixed. Those two blues. This one is shimmery and this one is matte. So I have them smudged on my lower lash line, and then I did with my with a liner brush, I lined my upper lash line. So this one, I can't say a whole lot of things about it because I haven't used it. I've only swatched it, but they are creamy. They are, I mean, as far as I could see, they were blendable. So I will keep you posted on this one because I need to use it more. You know, it doesn't have a mirror, so that's one thing. And it comes with this thing that I think I'm just gonna like tape it up here so that I can see the names of the shadows, especially if I do like a tutorial with that. I think I'm gonna do a tutorial with that. If you want to see something specific with that palette, please let me know. It has the blues and those beautiful colors that just let me know. Okay, so last but not least, and I may have one more, but last but not least is the Emily palette. This is the needs and this is the wants. This is what I have on my eyes today. I have a mix of the needs with the wants. Okay, so the needs palette, I didn't think I was gonna like this palette as much as I like it. I just bought it really to support, and because I have the palettes that she chose these from, I have a lot of these, and I have a Makeup Revolution video that if it's up, I will link it up here. But oh my gosh, I am totally like, I need to brush my hair. Okay, so I thought, well, you know, this is very neutral. I don't really need that palette. See what I did there? I don't really need that palette, but I'm just gonna buy it in support. I didn't know that I was gonna love it as much as I do. I actually have a dent on my powder because I use it for under my eyes all the time. This is the blush. Oh, not that one. This is the blush I have on today. And this blush, it's $6.51 right now, and I put this makeup on around noon, so it's been 7 hours. So I have this blush on today. I have this highlight mixed with another one on top of my cheeks, and I just love this palette. On my eyes, I have what do I have? I have these two. This one to set my eyelid, my primer. This one as a transition type of starter, and then I have this one to deepen the outer crease. And then I have a mix with another palette. This palette is $15 and you can use the $3.50 coupon for it because it's drugstore at Ulta. I think it's well worth it. I just love this palette. The only one that I don't love as much is the bronzer. I think it's a little bit too dark for me, and it can get muddy, but the rest of the palette, I think it's well worth it. This is one of the, it's now, at my Ulta at least, it's in the permanent display for Makeup Revolution. I broke mine, of course, I broke the clasp, but I really think this palette is well worth it. So that's one of the newer ones. I keep it in the box because I'm just crazy like that. Okay, and the next one is the Emily, the Wands. And when I was talking about something being more unique than the Jaclyn Hill palette, I was talking about this palette. First of all, it has a humongous mirror that I love, and a lot of people have said, well, it's kind of wobbly, it's about to fall off. Mine is just fine. Mine is stuck in there. It doesn't move. I don't know. When I look at this palette, it just makes me happy. It just makes me happy. I love the names of the shadows. I love the shadows themselves. Today I have Cupcake, this color all over my lid, and then I have Oh Heavens right here in my inner corner, and I have the cream. Oh gosh, my mirror is, I have the cream on my brow bone, and then I have Laugh Cry on the crease. And that's it, I think, for today. I think that's it. And then the rest is from the Needs palette. This palette is so unique to me. It is buildable. It is not one that you will go, bam, pigment, or bam, shimmer, and it's going to be like in your face. It is buildable. And the shadows blend well. At least for me, they blend well. I think the one shadow that, if you look at the Rimmel palette that I just went over, the rocks, Jewel Rocks, this one, it has some of the similar colors, like that green. Let me see if I can open this up. Oh gosh, I don't want it to fall on the floor. Okay, so there's a green in the Jewel Rocks, is this green right here. And if you look at, for example, Side Hustle, they are similar, but I think Side Hustle is this one. This one is from the Jewel Rocks palette from Rimmel. If you look at Side Hustle, it's just got more substance to it. And then Grateful is just, Grateful looks like the one in the palette, maybe this one from the Rimmel palette. Yeah, that one, the one in the Rimmel palette is in my pinky. It's a little bit more yellowish. But I do think that the Emily palettes, or the Makeup Revolution palette with Emily Noel, has a lot more pigment. They are way creamier than these Rimmel ones. And you have a lot more choices. I think the one shadow that I may not like as much, maybe, which one was it? I think it was Pizzazz. I think it didn't show up very well on me, but it maybe just be me. But all the other shadows have worked so well, and this is one palette that I really, really like. It's $20. You can use your $3.50 off, and I love that palette. I love it. I've seen some, mixed reviews, which, it's fine. Everybody's entitled to like what they like. But for me, it has worked so very well. Okay. That is it. Thank you so much. I did buy today the Armed and Gorgeous palette from Jaclyn Hill. I had a credit with Ulta, and I paid, I don't know, maybe $7 for it. And let me show you. I'm going to show you real quick. I'm not going to swatch it because I think I'm going to gift it. But I think it's very, very pretty. And this is one of the, I think this is like the second batch that they got at Ulta, because there was a controversy with these palettes not blending well or whatever. So I can't say much about it because I have not used it. I swatched it in store, and I think that color is beautiful. I think this color called Coin is beautiful. This one called Guilt Trip as well. Those golds are so pretty. I have swatched this one in store, and it has looked very pretty. So I can tell you how it looks in the eye because I haven't used it. But I do think it's gonna be really nice. But I think I'm gonna gift it. I don't know yet. We'll see. So okay, so that is my newish palettes that I am loving. Some of these are not loving so much, but I have been using them, and I think they are all just well worth it. So thank you so much for watching. I know this was like a longer video, but thank you so much for watching. Please stay joyfully beautiful, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye-bye.